Stormtrooper twice lined up in rows. Let's go! Reviewing each one with the patch to his show. It's so plastic to metal, he knows them so well. Oh, wow. Stormtrooper swagger, his story to tell. Tune in for Bert, he's the toy expert. Let's go! From action to arcade.
Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Land Shark, and I love this toy. Originally released in 1985, it retailed for approximately $12, and this is one that I did have as a kid, and this was one of my absolute favorite, not just one of my favorite Masters of the Universe vehicles, this was one of my favorite toys, period. I absolutely adored this thing. And when it comes to MOTU vehicles, it was a really close call between this guy and the Dragon Walker. I guess you could say from the Evil Warriors, this was definitely my favorite. From the Heroic Warriors, Dragon Walker was my favorite. Which one tops out? It's a really close call, and I still, 40 years later, I don't know which one wins. Awesome vehicle. Let's get it over to the table and let's go check it out.
Land Shark.
The mighty Land Shark will have Mechanic for lunch. Yikes! And He-Man for dessert.
Land Shark vehicle, Skeletor, Mechanic, and He-Man figures, each sold separately.
Help!
Land Shark. Land Shark.
Help! He-Man!
Land Shark. Land Shark.
Ever a lockjaw? Land Shark?
Land Shark.
Land Shark vehicle from the Masters of the Universe collection, not for use with some figures. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
And here we have a closer look at the Land Shark. Absolutely my favorite evil vehicle growing up. Favorite MOTU vehicle? Again, it's between this and the Dragon Walker, and you gotta flip a coin. I really couldn't tell you which one. I love them both so much. But yeah, here's the Land Shark. This is such a cool looking vehicle. Let's take a measurement real quick. We're looking at about, from front to back, we're looking at approximately 11 inches all the way from front to back, and we are looking at about 3.5 to 4 inches in height. Of course, you can articulate these guns so you can make it even taller. That's completely up to you. But what are we looking at here? We have a tank with a working shark head up front. How cool is this? Such an awesome looking and very fun vehicle with an awesome gimmick. I absolutely loved the gimmicks that they would put into these toys back then. So looking at it, the detail wise, mostly done in purple. We got some stickers done right here for the eyes, and we got some stickers for the control panel here, and some stickers, some kind of like engine details and kind of thrusters here in the back. That's all going to be sticker detail right there. We got some dark grayish blue treads right here along with the gun mounts and the handles. These are all just kind of one piece right there. We got some wheels on the bottom, and then we got these silver guns right here on the side, and we got the silver kind of an engine piece back here. So if you're looking to piece one of these together, you're going to want to make sure that you get the guns. You can see that the guns are actually different. There is a left and a right, and they are both different guns. Now, the pieces that typically tend to be missing the most are this little engine cover right here. For some reason, this actually snaps off. You can peg it off right there. It's on a little hinge. And I'm not sure what the purpose of this was. I think they intended to kind of like play with it, like, hey, you got to open the engine and you got to, it's not running. Open the engine. Let's work on it and fix it, kind of a thing. I think that's maybe what was intended, but the instructions never said anything with it. But the fact that it snaps in on one side and it's on a hinge so that you can open it makes me think that maybe, that was part of the original, at least intended play pattern with this. The seat also pops off. So be sure that you have the seat when you are looking for one of these. And of course, the shark head also can be popped off. So be sure that you look for that. You got some teeth up front. These are done in orange rubber. So these are soft so that kids don't hurt themselves. And you do have an open mouth right in there. Now, there's two ways that you can activate the jaw or the mouth feature kind of right there. You got this little red handle or red button right here on the inside. When you push that forward, that's going to force the mouth open, so you can actually open and close it that way. So you can play with it that way as well. We have wheels on the bottom, so the vehicle does roll forward and backward. Really nice. Now you notice that the jaw is not working, right? So if you want the jaw to work, what you're going to do is you want to push down on these wheels, on the back wheels. So you put your hand on the back right here, and you push down on it, and now as you roll forward, you'll see that the jaw actually starts working as long as you're pushing down on the vehicle while you are rolling it, which is very, very cool. And then you can chase your heroic warriors and try to chomp them down. You've got a couple of handles right there, which fit very nicely for the figures. And again, it is a one-seater, so we're going to get Merman in here. I like to put, when I was a kid, I would always put Skeletor in my in my Land Shark. But also, I like to put Merman in here because, you know, it's all water-themed. And I'm trying to get him in there so you can, I do want to show off that the figures can actually hold the handles on this vehicle, which is really, really cool. Check that out right there. You can move the guns up, and now you can chase after your heroic warriors, which is absolutely awesome. A couple of quick comparisons. Here is the Land Shark next to the Attack Track, and they're approximately the same size lengthwise. They're about the same size. So you can see what the two of them look like together. They're pretty comparable to each other. Moving the attack track off to the side. We'll bring the Land Shark on this side, and we'll bring in the Roton so you can see what the two of these look like together. Very, very cool vehicle. Again, one of my absolute favorite toys growing up, the Land Shark. Very still accessible, very easy to get one of these. Now there is a newer one that was done in the Origins line. I have reviewed that one. I'll put a link to that review right here so you can see that and see what those look like together. In fact, actually, let me go dig out my Origins one. Let's do a comparison with my Origins one. Okay, you guys have no idea how far back I had to dig to get my Origins Land Shark out. This guy was in the very back of my Eternia display. But I would feel remiss if I didn't do this. I almost didn't do it. I thought about it at the last second. And you know what? It really does deserve this comparison. Both very awesome, both easily accessible. You can still get either the Origins or the Vintage. They're relatively inexpensive and easy to find. So there you go. So you can see what the two of them look like together. And yeah, I think that about does it for the 1985 Masters of the Universe Land Shark. Again, one of my absolute favorite vehicles. What did you think of this toy? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share with your friends if you like what you see. As always, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.
Let's display fun never ends with our toy-loving friend. Bert's the one we know, bringing every show.